Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. First of all, thank you for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shifa Aulia. I am a student of Polytechnic Ati Makassar, major in Mineral Chemical Engineering from 1A to class. The honorable of my lecturer, Ma'am Diana, it's a great pleasure to stand here today. What I'd like to present to you today is sorting organic and inorganic waste. By the end of this presentation, you will know the importance of properly sorting waste and how we can apply it in our daily activities. First of all, I'd like to talk about the definition of waste. Then the next topic will be the type of waste. And finally, we are going to discuss how to sort waste. That's all I have to say about our three discussion topics today. First, everyone must now already be familiar with the word waste in daily life. According to the World Health Organization, waste is the leftover from human activities or natural process in solid form, which is no longer used and is considered useless or unwanted. And the next topic, according to Swedo, waste is categorized into two types, organic and inorganic. Organic waste comes from living organisms and is easily decomposed by microorganisms. Inorganic waste, on the other hand, comes from human activities, is difficult to break down, and requires a very long time to decompose. The buildup of waste mostly happens because of poor management of organic and inorganic trash. This includes low public awareness in separating waste, lack of proper facilities, and limited government support. Without separation and recycling, both organic waste that easily rots and inorganic waste that takes a long time to break down get mixed together. This creates serious environmental problems. What I'm trying to say is organic and inorganic waste come from different sources, and so do their methods of processing. That's why, personally, I think sorting waste is necessary to create a clean and healthy environment. Now, for example, I will show you a video.
Pada tahun 2024 lalu, Indonesia menghasilkan lebih dari 33 juta ton sampah. Bukan dari pabrik atau perkantoran, sebagian besar tumpukan sampah itu berasal dari rumah tangga. Hal itu sebetulnya tak mengherankan, sebab hanya 38% rumah tangga Indonesia yang mengelola sampahnya dengan baik. Sisanya sampah dibuang sembarangan ke kali, selokan, bahkan ke laut, dan yang lebih parah lagi, sampahnya dibakar. Padahal, asap pembakaran sampah bisa memicu masalah pernafasan. Tak hanya itu, asap pembakaran sampah juga turut menyumbang gas rumah kaca. Pada tahun 2023, emisi hasil pembakaran sampah dan pengelolaan limbah di Indonesia sudah mencapai 52 juta ton ekuivalen karbon dioksida.
As you can see in the video, in 2024, Indonesia produced 33.8 million tons of waste, and more than half of it came from households. Unfortunately, 62% of families still don't manage their waste properly. As a result, much of it is burned or carelessly thrown away, which leads to pollution and greenhouse gas emission. Okay, let me come back what I explained before. To put it simply, waste management is a complex global challenge. Whether we realize it or not, every day we produce waste. The problem is the volume keeps increasing. So the question: how can we turn waste into something useful? I think we need to identify the problem. Unfortunately, the most common problem is that people still throw garbage carelessly. This habit can easily be seen in public areas like schools and markets. In schools, plastic, paper, and food waste are often thrown around by both students and local people. The same goes for village markets, where traders and buyers usually throw plastic packaging and vegetable scraps without proper management. As a result, piles of garbage cause unpleasant odors, ruin the view, and may even become a source of disease. Last but not least, if we don't take action now, we will face bigger problems in the future. The lack of understanding about sorting waste can be solved by raising awareness through community education. With better understanding, people can become more innovative and creative in managing waste. As well as that, we need to provide effective solutions. Some strategies we can apply are: first, practicing the 3R concept: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Second, bringing personal tumblers for drinking. Third, avoiding food and drinks wrapped in plastic by bringing our own containers. And the last strategy is providing proper waste disposal facilities in the community. Well, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Let me summarize the point before I go on. Sorting waste is very important because it helps reduce environmental pollution, makes recycling easier, and decreases the amount of garbage that ends up in landfills. With proper sorting, organic waste can be processed into compost or energy, while inorganic waste can be reused as industrial raw material. In addition, this habit also helps grow public awareness about clean lines and environmental sustainability. I believe we should start from ourselves by consistently sorting waste so that together we can create a cleaner and healthier environment for the future. Okay, it's time for a few questions. Are there any questions? So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.